to a special episode of the Premium Advantage. Today, Thursday, October 3rd, our special guest, Matt the Barber.
Morning, world. How y'all doing?
All right. Today at One Love Hair Studio here in the Heights in Houston, Texas. This is a Houston show. Four big topics for today. We got a little bit of hair care. I mean, why not? Why not? Throw it into the mix. We all need hair care.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss a little bit about the Houston port. We got some information about that. Also, SportsCinto section coming up. SportsCinto section coming up. And of course, a little more detail on microplastics. If you weren't aware about microplastics, we're going to share a little bit of information of what we have today. Whatever feedback you can provide and share with us, we'd like to share with everybody as much as we can. This is all information that we've gathered through the week. So much have happened. So many things have happened. Today is the next step. Live. Yeah. So what's up, man? What do we got? What do we got going on today? What's happening today?
We're going to do a little taper on you, man, while we're talking and taping up your sides, and then we discuss a product code that we have over here in the Heights while I'm doing hair. Been over here like a year and a half. I really enjoy it. You know, it's a nice spot, nice location. It's pretty busy.
Great parking, legit.
Right across from HEB.
Diagonal, right?
Yeah. I can't beat that, man. I like that. I love that location.
For those of you who are not aware, Matt actually was one of the first folks who accepted a on-site episode. So thank you very much, Matt, for doing the second episode.
No problem.
The first episode took us on round with regards to sharing about the Eagle shirts. We talked about hair care on that particular episode as well. It was a 360 episode that we shared. You're welcome to go back there and check it out. Today is the next episode of that situation. So thank you very much for joining.
Yes.
No problem.
Some of the hair information that I got from that day about showers and hair. Cold showers. Tell us about cold showers.
I don't know if we should say cold, but maybe cool, because cold has a temperature to scare people away.
Don't be scared.
So I would say maybe lukewarm. You know, cool. My biggest thing is if it's too hot to drink, it's too hot to go on your hair and on your skin. Hair, skin, and nails. Because I'm a cosmetology instructor, I can tell you this, you know, with some certainty that they're all in the same field. Hot water tends to dry everything. And hot water tends to dry everything, and it's not good. The only reason why we use hot water is for comfort. So when you're using hot water dries the cuticle. It makes your skin look dry, but you know, and if you use it over time, it tends to wrinkle the skin. It'll damage your hair, you know, drying out your hair. That's why it's important to use a cooler temperature of water for your hair. And that's why you have so much nice hair.
Matt has been my guide with regards to hair treatment. He gave me some solutions with regards to the temperature, with regards to how to treat it. I myself did some research on hair care and things of that nature. And we like to say that so far we've gotten pretty good results with regards to the information. I used a little bit of this after a shower to go through it. Essentially kind of touching the scalp a little bit, with this product. I feel like it oxygenates the scalp as I go through. I do it all the way in the back and all the points where people may say that there's receding and things of that nature everywhere. 100% of the scalp I hit with this. And when I finish that, I hit this one up so that I can do what do they call it? The rest of the hair.
Yeah, so the hair, so you want to distribute your product throughout the hair shaft so that you'll have a smooth hair shaft and healthy hair. Healthy hair.
Yeah, man. You know that cool water trick? That's legit. The last time I was here with Matt, I remember he was telling me about that, and I started doing it myself. And my hair feels so soft and luscious ever since I've been doing cool water techniques.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cool Water. You remember that cologne back in
the day?
Cool Water.
Cool Water is kind of like I said, your body is on the inside. It has, you know, just as much function as, you know, you see outside. Everyone thinks that they're looking at this full head of hair, but me as an instructor, I'm looking at this one strand of hair. And if you frying it with hot water, other than everything that's already going through, you know, it's got to go through dirt and debris and stuff from outside. So hot water is just another, on the skin too, man, because you don't want to age before it's time.
That's absolutely
You
right.
want to stay,
Yeah.
you want to try to keep everything elastic and flexible.
Right, your skin
Your
is a
hair is
major.
supposed to be flexible.
Yeah.
Your nails are supposed to be
Oh,
flexible.
I also
Your skin.
take collagen. I take collagen every morning. I do a little bit of collagen. Yep, a little bit of
Yep.
collagen.
Do you
Yeah.
So
take
keep
that
them
rectally or?
regularly. What 3 or 4 times a week on the powder.
I said rectally.
I heard him. And then you just start saying,
You got it,
every morning. I
Every
was
morning. Yeah, it goes directly in there. Goes directly in there.
Every morning. Wow.
keeps him flexible.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta do it.
Keeps him
Whatever it takes.
Anything for my hair, baby.
Yeah, keeps him flexible.
Oh, that's
So
cool,
we're gonna
man.
go
Well, y'all keep
ahead
doing your
and-
thing, focusing on don't messing up that fade is so beautiful. Matt also has a sign up here. It says, barbers don't get old, they fade. That's so good, man. I love that. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's a.
No, this is great. This is a lovely spot. So we got some interesting topics set up for today.
Oh yeah.
One of the first things we got is the thing that's pretty much everybody's in the news, other than the chaos all over the world.
Right.
Is here locally the port of Houston.
Wow. Big news about the port.
The port of Houston is probably one of the biggest ports in the United States, and specifically, this is affecting all East Coast, all the way down to the port here in Texas. So it's affecting. It's going to be affecting our goods. It's going to be affecting the way we get our shipments. So things are going to be kind of crazy here in the next few weeks. They're hoping that the unions are going to, get their thing together with the corporations to get this lined up. I'm hearing things from both sides. I don't know about you, Rob. What do you hear about this?
What I heard was there was a demand or request or a heavily proposed request to increase the rates of pay by 50%, or 61% actually over 5 years. I think I heard.
61% over 5 years.
Yeah, and then I believe that
they were receptive to 50%. I'm not sure the detail. I really don't know the details. That's the nature of the episode, so that everybody can be understanding of what's happening, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is reasonable depending on the nature of what's happened before and what's happening in the future.
You hit it on the head. Exactly. This is not the first time this has happened in industry. This has happened back in the very beginning of time when it comes to humans and machines, right? Like everybody since the Industrial Revolution, machines are going to take my job, right? Ever since the beginning. And most recently, think about like McDonald's. Remember how McDonald's, those workers were striking?
Yeah.
And then what did McDonald's do? They automated the majority. So most McDonald's, when you go to them now, don't have that many workers anymore.
Yep.
It's majority of it is automated. So that's the fear. This is more than money. This is more than the initial contract. This is about humans versus machines and the future. So they already have it set up in Asia where they have one dude in a booth that controls all of the shipping containers. So what's to stop them from doing that here? They already have that in at this one facility in Long Beach, and that's why they just kind of the stuff hit the fan when that facility opened up, because they're saying, well, if that facility in Long Beach is doing it, what's to stop all the other ones? And all these people are going to be out of a job. So it's more than just money. It's about humans and machines, which is super fascinating. I don't know where I stand on this one, man. This is craziness.
Incredibly complicated topic, right? And we're looking for
Multi-layered
solutions, right?
It's an onion.
Solutions that we're thinking, if we discuss them, the premium advantage will help you save in taxes and insurance.
You
in
can
the
look
long
this
run.
way. You're in the mirror too.
I am in the mirror. It's going this way. It's going that way. At the edge of the technology.
Yeah.
With mirrors.
Don't mess with your face. Don't move your head, man. That's important.
You're
You're
good.
good.
And
Man,
so
he holds a
the
bad
complexity
head.
of the issue is which involves automation, when there's no stopping that technology from coming out, right? And I
So
would
the grocery
assume,
stores.
yeah. So I would assume that a reasonable conversation could be about maybe education about the technology, about hey, I would go with what is the skill level needed, and then on top of that is what will be the skill needed in the future, right? So over that time period that they're looking to discuss this increase in pay, what are the solutions that are getting implemented so that in 6 years, whenever this finishes, like what's going to happen there?
That's a difficult solution to
I'm not
find.
really too worried about today's problem. What's going to happen in 6 years if that is the timeline, the accurate timeline? Will it be a situation where Houston is behind because it wasn't automated, or will it be a situation where Houston is ahead because it wasn't automated? Or which one is the better solution? Which route?
Well,
is
the
the
union
most important
represents
for everybody?
everything from the East Coast all the way down to Texas.
Oh, gotcha.
So this decision is going to be for everybody.
I gotcha. So there may be opportunity for everybody then to learn.
That's the
To
problem. Is I don't think there's going to be enough
It's not,
opportunity.
yeah, because if you look at it, I mean, everybody can't learn how to operate the automation machine. So you're cutting out a lot of jobs for people, and you'll be making a few jobs for some people that can't get in.
Sure.
Because I remember back in the 90s, I was working for the city of Houston, and they decided to automate. Because remember, they used to have garbage trucks.
Ah, gotcha.
I went to the automated thing, and everybody that had seniority automatically had a position.
Ooh.
And if you didn't, you had to go to another location or do something that wasn't paying as much or something like that.
Dude.
So at that moment, I opted out. I just decided to leave.
Gotcha.
But that's what when they first came out with the trucks with the arms on it. That's when they decided that was like my situation as far as automation.
Sure.
They didn't need the guys running behind the trucks anymore because they came with the, and that cut a lot of those guys out because a lot of them were, that was their income, running behind their truck. It was hard for us, but
do you know what any of those people are doing now? Obviously, you're a barber now. Do you know those people? Do you know any like the industries that they went into, or everybody just kind of start over?
Everybody kind of left and went into different departments.
You have to just.
I know I left altogether, even though I took the test for the automation and I did the truck and everything.
Yeah.
You still had people that had been there for years. They were looking for that opportunity. Hey, this is a great opportunity. Only thing I have to do is drive a truck. Yeah. So, to those guys that were younger that came in and just starting their families, running behind a truck wasn't bad for them. But now they have to choose another, route.
Right. So then that's the discussion is how do we keep it so that there's value there continuously for these folks, right? And then so that there's no gap for folks that are, living with your feet hanging up in the air, that you don't have the seniority level, you're not at the bottom, but you're in the middle. I mean, it's a complicated discussion.
Those are the ones that are going to get the shaft here. Those are the ones at the bottom.
Yeah. So, it's worth discussing. We definitely want to be able to create opportunity as opposed to like remove it. You know what I mean? There's opportunity available all across the board, I perceive.
Yeah, man.
So, okay, but in the meantime, like, get your toilet paper.
If you can.
In the meantime, see if you can get your toilet paper.
Man, if you can.
Because we're out of toilet paper all over the place.
I remember during the quarantine, this Chinese restaurant, like a block from my house, I used to go there every single day almost. They knew me there. They were doing this thing because they were struggling during the very beginning of quarantine to get any customers. Yeah. So they decided to start giving a roll of toilet paper with every meal. Oh, really? Dude, tell me why in like a week they had a line down the block because everybody was trying to get a meal with a roll of toilet paper.
Wow,
and he had a whole bunch of like cheap ones, like the ones you get like at a motel, it's wrapped in paper. Yeah. He had a whole bunch of those. That's what he was giving to people, and they were loving it. I was like, man, that's genius. But it's human nature, right? We do what we do. We got to do to survive.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a perfect example of it, man. Hustle any way you can. If the machines automate and kick everybody to the curb, we got to find something else. But this is humongous because this affects the world.
Yeah, I mean,
specifically us because we export and import everything. Mm-hmm. That's the other problem. We need to be building and making more things in America so we don't have to ship and wait for this situation.
Little wake up call in that situation.
That's the whole point.
Keep that in mind.
We've been doing things cheap for a long time, and now it hurts.
Yep, there may be opportunities in one end that are diminishing, but other opportunities getting created in that other factor which you are mentioning. So keep in mind, the goal is to have the discussion across the board to see what solutions we can come up with and we can discuss and throw out there.
Yep.
I love it. All right, so that is in a nutshell. Go get your toilet paper quickly.
Get your toilet paper on, baby.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Or you're going to be totally against the workers.
Hey, but don't hoard, man. Just get what you need for your
family.
Right,
just get what you need. Do a good measurement about who needs what.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, what's the next step? What else are we talking about? SportsCinto?
SportsCinto.
What we got?
My theme song's terrible. All right, y'all. So the Texans win. Yay! So the Texans, we got a little bit together. The offensive line is still not 100%. We're still got iffy things going on.
Yes. Sound check. Are we good with the sound check?
Oh, yeah. Double check that. Yeah, so it's one of those things, man. Oh, yeah. We're good.
Oh, yeah. We're good.
We'll check them out. Oh, yeah. So the Texans win. Yeah, so we're excited about that. C.J. Stroud pulled another miracle out. If it wasn't for C.J. Stroud, I don't know what we would do. Joe Mixon still wasn't playing. And shout out to Nico Collins, who's our MVP, who's an amazing player. So we're super excited that things are heading the right direction.
Is that a new player? Is that a new player? Or
Nico Collins? No, he's been with us for a few years.
Oh, I see.
But he's our beast. He's our Andre Johnson. I think he's bigger than Andre Johnson. He's like 6'4", 6'5", and he's like 280. He's just a beast, dude. He's humongous. No, he's like 240. Anyways, so the Texans win, but the Astros lose.
Oh no!
We got swept.
Oh, by the Tigers.
In the wild card by the Tigers. I was incorrect last week when I was talking about the matchups. We were still waiting for teams to win. So it was the Tigers that we played, and we lost. It was bad. But you know what? I have a friend from Detroit, and he's been talking trash with me this whole time through text. And he wasn't even confident about his own team going into it. He was like, dude, y'all are going to kill us. And I'm like, he didn't say y'all because he's not from here. He said, you guys are going to kill us. And I'm like, man, y'all are hot. We are not. Like, we literally limped into the playoffs like Jordan Alvarez's right knee is hurting him. Yeah. Literally limped into the playoffs with whatever we got. The Tigers, however, streaked into the playoffs on fire. So it just continued on, man. So I told my friend, okay, you beat the champs. Now what? Now what you going to do with it? Tigers, Detroit Tigers, this is your opportunity, man. You beat the champs. But now what are you going to do? Because it took all of their pitchers to beat us.
Wow.
So now what do they got left?
Gotcha.
They're going to go face all these monstrous teams. The Yankees, whoever wins the Yankees and Orioles is a different story. But I don't know, man. Tigers have it out. But they have our old coach, A.J. Hinch. Remember A.J. Hinch was the coach when the Astros were cheating with the trash cans?
Oh, that's him?
That's him. Now he's
no way.
Now he's the coach of Detroit.
You know he looked at our videos and he did all that stuff.
Bro, he's such a good coach at breaking things down. That's why, like, watching him, I feel like we got a little bit out-coached, too. It's just like, man, it's unfortunate that he had to be the coach to get kicked out. It wasn't his fault. The players are cheating with the trash can thing, and he had to be the scapegoat. They're not gonna get rid of Altuve and Bregman and all those guys. Yeah. Who do they get rid of? The coach. And then he goes to Detroit, and now he's back, and he beats us. And it's like, great. So anyway, that's it for SportsCinto this season.
Oh, all right. Okay, so we got the Port of Houston, we got the hair topic, we got SportsCinto.
Yep.
And now, microplastics. What is happening, Cinto? Give us a little bit of the update. Keep in mind the information is fresh, so it is developing.
Guys, this is so serious. This is so serious right now. Okay. Microplastics.
When did you find it? When did this come about, by the way?
This has been going around for a long time, microplastics. The situation with microplastics in general. All right. But I just got to read y'all some information because this is just disturbing. So it's in everything that we eat. It's in everything that we consume. It's in our clothes. If you don't have a clothes that's 100% something like cotton or like hemp or whatever, if it's a poly, whatever, it's a mix, it's a blend, it has microplastics in it. All of the containers that we have, everything. So check this out. Every week, the average person ingests up to the equivalent of a 5-gram credit card in plastic.
Wow.
Microplastics are now thought to accumulate in the brain 10 to 20 times the rate of other organs.
It's in my brain?
Worse still, are 10 times higher the brains of people who died from dementia.
Wow. Oh, no. Man, you're telling me it's a systemic situation.
This is serious, dude.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it does correlate with regards to what you see of, I guess, on social media, some folks kind of losing their mind here and there. I mean, there is a correlation there.
Our bodies confuse BPA, the plastic, acting as xenostrogen. BPA, for example, has strong evidence that it affects multiple dimensions of child development, ranging from neurological to sexual and behavioral problems.
Interesting. Okay.
Pregnant women with high BPA levels are 6 times more likely to have a child diagnosed with autism.
Autism. There has been
Haven't y'all noticed that autism has been increasing?
And that does affect everything. It affects education.
It's plastic.
Yeah, it affects
dude, it's plastic. By the age 11. Okay, so one more thing here.
Wow. It's interesting.
In a study of 40 healthy young men, all were found to have
100%?
microplastics present in their, and to some degree in their semen.
Oh, wow.
Men with elevated BPA levels have lower sperm quality, reduced testosterone, and abnormal sperm morphology. Wow. Dude, it's just, it's so everywhere and scary, man. So, folks, I have some good information, though. Don't get scared. We're all about solutions.
Too late now, man. No, too late now.
No. I have this. So the reason why I'm telling you that, I told you all that to tell you this. Okay? We have solutions here at the Premium Advantage.
Bam,
Don't forget
that's
to
what I'm talking about.
subscribe and win. All right, because here's what it is. We have the new study. Follow a doctor that I follow. Her name is Rhonda Patrick. Look for her. She's everywhere right now on social media. She actually did a interview on Joe Rogan a long time ago during quarantine. That's how I saw her. So she is deep into this microplastic thing. There's one thing that we know, and I can't pronounce the word. It's like sulfoprepene, something like that, that's in sprouted vegetables.
Define sprouted vegetables for me.
Sprout vegetables, alfalfa sprouts, broccoli sprouts. They usually come in a separate section in the salad, and they look like little ferns.
Asparagus or no?
No. You're thinking vegetables.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about sprouts. Before a vegetable becomes a vegetable,
Oh, I see. I got you.
not seeds.
Yeah.
From just
The
a little
stem, you're talking about the
plantita,
stem,
the
little
little
stem.
plant.
The stem.
Before
The thing that everybody throws away from
yes,
the broccoli.
yes.
The
So-
stem from the broccoli.
so-
What's gonna save us?
Go get yourself some sprouts, man.
Oh,
Invest in some
down for
sprouts. That is the only thing that they found. That and cruciferous vegetables. You know what a cruciferous
You
vegetable
know I
is?
don't.
Cruciferous means leafy. So
Oh,
anything
gotcha.
leafy. So get your spinach, get your mixed greens, but specifically start eating more sprouts. Look into it. This is the only thing that they found that gets plastics out of our body. Even though there are some plastics that they call forever chemicals. Forever chemicals.
What?
They are forever in our body and impossible to get
Wow.
out. So,
Wow.
folks,
Oh, man.
start using cast iron. Start getting rid of
Wow.
all your plastic
What
bottles.
about, oh,
Use,
is that right?
use steel, right? That's why I put it over there. That's why I always have my steel water bottle with me. Use steel, use iron. Silicone is one of the other things you can use to cook with, but even wood.
Cooking with silicone?
Yeah, even wood.
Yeah, what?
Like old school wood.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it for microplastics, man. Look it up. I'm not making this stuff up. It's amazing.
Cool. So there's a lot of ties that you mentioned. A lot of times that with regards to, I would say, overall health, right?
Dude,
Systematic health
dementia,
situation. And
autism.
these are all health-related situations that
Look down.
are covered in the insurance system, the health insurance system in the future, right? So these are risks that we're looking to minimize as we have these conversations of information to try to get lower taxes and lower insurance is the long-term strategy of insurance. So thank you, Cinto, for giving us that information.
Dude.
Because not only are you throwing in the issue as a potential solution that folks can start implementing as they get the information.
That's what we all are at the Premium Advantage. Solutions, baby.
Don't forget the raffle. We're supposed to do it in the first Friday of every month, but today's Thursday, so it's not going to happen this week. We'll be back with the raffle next week on Friday, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. What else you got? Anything else going on? Anything else, Matt, that you want to share before we close out and finish up this haircut?
Nothing much. Just come over here, go online, hit me up. One Love Hair Studio in the Heights area, right across from HEB. Do your grocery shopping. Come get your hair cut. Get a little hair knowledge, hair education.
I like it.
I can tell you what to do, how to help your hair grow nice and
beard.
long
He
and
does
full
a
like this
mean
guy.
beard too. Helped out with the beard big time.
Men, women, and children,
There you go.
anybody.
Cool.
I cut them up.
What about dogs?
Yeah, I would do a dog.
Oh!
I would cut a dog too. Not in here.
Matt did it for it.
Not
Matt
in
did it
here.
for it.
Yeah,
Matt
not
did
in
it for it.
here.
Hey, for the right price, you boys shave anything down.